This country can send a mission to Mars. This country can find water on the moon. This country can't fill up its potholes. That's the story, isn't it? Sudhir Telag is a concerned citizen. He has a cartoon for every occasion. I hope you have one for this because it's really not funny. We need to feel a little amused about this. Ashok Pandit, the filmmaker and social activist, with me in the studio. Kiran Majumdar Shaw, chairman of Biocon, but concerned citizen today. So shameful what's going on in Bangalore. And representing the political class, the BJP spokesperson, united today. All three parties are united because they are united in potholes. Potholes have united all three parties today. The Congress, the BJP and the Shiv Sena. Sambit Patra of the BJP, Priyanka Chaturvedi of the Congress. Shiv Sena first. Where did the money go, Rahul? Where did the money go? Rahul Narvekar, where did the money go?
The balance sheet of the Mumbai Municipal Corporation, you'll know where the money went.
No, I don't know where it went.
Arnab Goswami,
253 crore rupees went nowhere. 253 crore rupees went nowhere, and you know what I'm talking about. A 21-year-old hit a pothole, fell off his bike.
Cynicism is not going to help, be practical.
What do you mean practical?
Cynicism is not going to help, be practical.
Oh really? Tell me, how should we be practical? So we should
ask me a straight question and I'll tell you what the straight answer is. Cynicism is not going to help Arnab Goswami.
Really?
I am as concerned as you are.
No, you're not.
I am in sync with every citizen and resident of this country.
No, you are not.
I think it's a legitimate right of every individual to have decent roads to ride on.
Don't tell me our rights, tell me your duties.
It's legitimate to ask for clean footpaths. But then, before you blame any individual agency or before you blame any individual person, you need to get to the bottom of it. Arnab, let me tell you very honestly, I don't want to politicize today's debate because you're debating an issue which is very dear and near to every Mumbaiker. This is a serious issue and it has to be dealt with seriously. So I
what is non-serious about?
Force me to politicize this issue.
What is non-serious about asking? I'm asking you where the money went.
You would have taken action.
One sec, we're getting a response. Priyanka Chaturvedi, go on.
No, if he was serious about, filling up these potholes and addressing the concerns of the citizens, we wouldn't have been facing, from 2011-12, 6,000 potholes to 13,000 potholes today. What is he talking about?
Priyanka,
Madam, you please go and ask the Chief Minister what is MMRDA doing. You please ask the government why have they made multiple agencies. Unfortunately, spokesperson from the Congress doesn't know what she's talking about. Let her first get her facts clear and then come and make statements and grandstanding on television. It's very easy to grandstand on television, but you please get your facts clear before that.
What grandstanding is this? Where are our roads? My question to you is as a citizen of Mumbai as well.
Priyanka, I would like to ask one question to you. You belong to a political party. Let us not
Mr.
Priyanka, no, I am asking you as a citizen.
What politicizing? Who's politicizing?
I am asking you as a citizen. Priyanka, I am asking you.
My question is the same.
Priyanka, I am asking you as a citizen. Lot of roads come under MSRDC, which is ruled by your party. Lot of roads come under BMC, which is ruled by Shiv Sena. I as a common man, I am jumping on the roads.
We still don't have roads. We have potholes, we don't have roads.
Priyanka, I as a common man,
we don't have smooth
Priyanka,
don't blame.
I think you're putting your own government in a fix. You go and ask the Chief Minister what is the MMRDA doing about the umpteen number of potholes under every bridge that they have constructed.
Let's talk about what BMC.
Please go and ask your Chief Minister that before you ask questions. And insofar as the question
why can't I question you? Aren't you part of the ruling corporation? I can ask you every question, Mr.
Rahul, can I please, Rahul and Priyanka, 1 minute, please? Because I will not have any of you. Yes. Any of you try to show me righteousness on the News Hour tonight? Began by saying that the citizens of this country, 1 minute, Priyanka, 1 minute. Yes, the citizens of this country are united in their grief that a 21-year-old fell off his bike and died. His head was crushed. A 48-year-old housewife lost her life while trying to dodge a pothole in Vasai, in Mumbai. This problem happens in Bangalore, it happens in Mumbai, it happens everywhere. In the city of Guwahati, I dare say, in the past, people have gone fishing in potholes. And this is all happening because all the political parties are united in corruption. Corruption. And it's time you all hang your heads in shame and you accept that it is corruption that is uniting you and letting these contractors get away. Ms. Shaw, let me get you in. Is the situation in Bangalore any different?
Well, Arnab, the whole thing is about why are we having potholes in the first place. It's about badly designed roads and very, very wrongly specified roads. And we as Bangalore citizens have actually come together. City Connect has actually brought a group of engineers together, and we have actually come up with a solution which I want to share on your channel. We have actually worked with government and come up with something called Tender Sure, which is about how do you design roads, how do you specify roads. And I'm very pleased that the government of Karnataka has actually agreed to finance 16 roads right now, 17 actually, under this Tender Sure programs, which is really about specifying roads, building roads properly, and making sure that this road mafia and this pothole mafia is broken.
No, but why does this pothole mafia exist? No, can this pothole mafia exist without the political classes support?
Well, because the roads are not properly specified. They are, when the tenders are won by these road contractors,
gives the tenders?
Are not at all committed to build proper roads.
But who gives
and
the
then
tenders?
It ends up with multiple agencies digging.
You see, the problem is, Ms. Shaw, the common perception is this, and I think it is right, that today people are dying across India. In cases of pothole deaths, there are pothole deaths happening across India because there is corruption in the construction of roads. And let me tell you, you're saying some good work is happening in Bangalore, but Sambit Patra, let me tell you the statistics. If I'm not mistaken, your party has had the honor of leading the Bruhat Bangalore Mahanagara Palike, or BBMP, am I correct? And you know what your record is of the BJP? You have outdone the Shiv Sena. You and the Shiv Sena are competing with each other for the pothole record in the country. You have ensured that there are over 15,000 potholes in the city of Bangalore. Earlier there were 34,827, 15,065 still to be filled. And Rahul Narvekar, you are smiling. I don't think there is any laughing matter that you and the BJP are united. You and the BJP are united in the number of potholes.
I am amazed at the cynicism.
Cynicism.
Like I told you at the
I'll tell you what you're amazed at.
I'll
tell you what you're amazed at.
Can I come in
I'll tell you what you're amazed at. I'll tell you what you're amazed at. No. I'll tell you what you're amazed at.
Do you have a solution?
Can I tell you what you're amazed at?
I mean,
can I tell you what you're amazed at?
TRPs and create sensationalism on your show.
Don't tell me
I don't think I would like to be party to this drama.
Don't
Can I ask?
Let me answer.
One second. One second.
No, I want to answer.
First of all, Rahul Narvekar,
have you given any practical solution to this problem?
Rahul, one second. I put that question tonight.
Can I come in?
I have a solution.
Now, will you hear me 1 second? Because I have, let me tell you, the phone calls are buzzing behind me. And I'm going to put a question to the viewers.
Arnab,
Rahul Narvekar of the Shiv Sena. 1 minute. Before that, I want to ask the viewers a question. Rahul Narvekar of the Shiv Sena says today that to tell him or the political class that people are dying in pothole deaths is sensationalism. I put that question to the viewer tonight. Is that sensationalism? This is the same argument that was put when Prince was pulled out of a well.
Sensationalism.
When Prince was pulled out of a well, we asked the question.
That's because you know you'll get a fitting answer.
We asked the question. We asked that question. That why do manhole deaths happen? Why do children fall in manholes and die? And had the media not exposed it, the political class would not have cared. And it is time these issues are put right on top of the national agenda. I can start with this program with Planning Commission figures that nobody believes, or I can talk about the pothole deaths that are happening. I'd rather talk about the real issues, Rahul Narvekar, even though you are uncomfortable with it. I'd like to put the ball in Sambit Patra's court. Sambit.
Arnab, let me be very candid on this show. There is no doubt that corruption is one of the most important issues in this. But let me put it in this way, till the pot bellies of corruption exist in this country, we will have potholes traversed by common men who consume and devour on a sumptuous meal of ₹5. They weigh a lot and that's why they cause potholes. But
No,
there is-
save the sarcasm.
Can we
Give me a
talk-
real answer, please.
There is a cartel.
Give me a real answer. Save the sarcasm,
there is,
Sambit
There is a
Patra.
cartel of corruption.
Yeah, so there's a cartel of
There
corruption
is a
includes
cartel
people
of
from your
corruption.
party?
Yes, there is a cartel of corruption, but it has to be understood. But it has to be understood.
Who's shielding these contractors?
Please,
Politicians.
can I come in?
Politicians
Our
are shielding
party
these
who has
contractors.
proposed
Please,
that
can I
any
come in?
Contractor who is found
Arnab,
guilty
let
of
me
this
state what
should
one of
not
the
only
reputed
be
professors
should
of
not only
IIT
be
Mumbai has
blacklisted,
stated.
but he
Mr.
should
Dhingra
be
has stated
penalized,
that
there
if
should
a
be
road
penal
is
action
correctly
initiated
maintained,
against them.
correctly
That
made
is
of
called being
concrete,
serious
then the
about
minimum
handling issues.
lifespan of a road is 40 years.
One second, let him complete. Let him complete his point. Let him complete his
Arnab,
point.
can I just complete?
Yeah, complete
Can I
your
just
point.
Arnab?
Complete your point. Yeah, complete your point.
Arnab, I was just stating the fact of one of the great luminaries of this country, one of the professors of IIT who has stated on black and white that if a properly maintained and properly made road of concrete is laid, the minimum lifespan of the road is 40 years. I believe Congress has ruled enough of this country's history that to have made proper roads. Let me also remind you that in a very, in fact, recently,
doing it
about
in Bombay. Come on.
No, Priyanka, let me complete. Let me complete. 15 days ago, your own government, the UPA government, in reply to an affidavit in the Supreme Court, had agreed to the fact that it was the NDA government which had made 50% of the national highways of this country since independence. So as far as our track record is concerned, as far as NDA governments and BJP's track record is concerned, in roadway construction, we are far ahead of
Please stop
Congress.
giving
The
yourself
Congress
certificates
did not
about
do
what,
that.
I don't want this. No, nobody, you didn't avoid it. You have not answered the question as to why you have 15,000 potholes still existing in the city of Bangalore where you've run the municipal corporation. And you know, 1 second, I'm taking a first caller, but I want to say one thing. The reason I don't like preaching is because preaching, Rahul Narvekar, is good if you've got your facts right. But you don't have your facts right, let me share some facts with you. Let me share some facts, but after Sudhir Telang comes in. Yes, Sudhir.
Yes. Arnab, let me begin with this one cartoon, which if you can show
Go
this
ahead, go
cartoon. Can you please focus on this cartoon?
Yeah, it will do
If
that.
you can
Yeah.
zoom in on it. Well, can you just do it quickly? Well, see, this is what is happening. As I've shown in the cartoon, that there is caution deep pothole. And these two characters standing on the footpath are discussing it and saying that what should be done is that these potholes should be given to the National Disaster Management Authority, NDMA.
Very right.
Potholes have become such a huge menace that now they should be looked after by NDMA. The fact is that irrespective of any political party, whichever state you go to, whichever city you go to, you will find potholes in abundance. You go to Rajasthan, you go to UP, you go to Delhi, Delhi Chief Minister says pray to God. But what happens is that India is a country which is like a Haryana Roadways bus on which there is a graffiti which says Ya to new hi chalegi, which means it will run like this only. Now this country will run like this only. You see, in Bombay itself in last few weeks, 3 people have died because of potholes. 3 people
have died, yes.
What has been done?
Yeah.
And the bizarre case of this, the police has filed an FIR against the person who has died because he did not wear a helmet.
Exactly.
I mean, what can be much more funnier than this? Is stupid.
Yeah.
And what is happening is that
Sudhir,
now people will ask that which potholes are communal and which potholes are secular.
Can I take a caller? One caller.
The discourse in this country has been shifted.
Yeah,
this discourse in this country has been shifted to absolute non-issues. The real issues are Bijli, Sadak, Pani, hospitals, schools, but they're not discussing it.
You see, this is
the problem.
This is well, you know what I think Kiran Majumdar Shaw was absolutely bang on when she says there's something called the pothole mafia. She is absolutely right. And she's speaking from Bangalore, but let me tell you why she's right in the context of Mumbai. Because in September 2011, the Brihan Mumbai Municipal Corporation, run by the Shiv Sena, whose representative Rahul Narvekar accuses us of trivializing the debate when we tell him the facts, awarded road contract worth 550 crore rupees to 2 firms which are being investigated for corruption by the Anti-Corruption Bureau. Can you believe it? You are giving 550 crore. Don't shake your head out there. I have the facts and I will send it to you. The civic administration has selected 9 firms for building new and concrete roads.
Give me an opportunity to reply.
Well, 1 second, please. You know, when I give you the embarrassing statistics, you need to listen to them and understand what's going wrong with the way you're running things. The BMC awarded 2 contracts to the same contractor who they had blacklisted 4 months ago.
I'll save you the time.
You want to give contracts to people who you had blacklisted, and these are huge contracts for bylanes and for foot over bridges. You expect people to listen to this lecture? Why don't you listen to our caller, our first caller today? I'll give you a chance. Our first caller today is Anand from Nasik.
Yeah. Anand speaking. Hello, Anand speaking. I am an engineer. I am master degree. I am 28 years experienced person serving with a private company. See, what I am following, whether we are following the procedure to fill the potholes. We normally very strict use the procedures to work in industry. It used to perceive I am traveling 100 kilometers a day for 24 years. I have seen lot many the potholes being filled on Nasik-Bombay highway. Then the procedure is not followed. People may not.
Of course, because you're giving fly-by-night operators. Fly-by-night operators are being given huge contracts, and I think there should be a full investigation on the links of these fly-by-night operators, if any. And our next caller is from Junagadh, Dr. Atul. Good evening, Dr. Atul.
Hello.
Good evening, Dr. Atul.
Yeah, I am speaking. Dr. Atul speaking from Junagadh.
Yeah.
Sir, exactly, I would like to draw your kind attention regarding the potholes. The matter is that, hello?
Yeah, go ahead.
Can you listen to me?
Go ahead, can listen to you.
The matter is that India is having 3 tiers.
Rahul Narvekar is walking off the program. I don't know why.
Hello?
I don't know. The Shiv Sena representative just walked off the program. Okay, anyway, please continue. I think he's coming back. Okay, he's gone to take a call. He's coming back. Okay, fine. He's going to come back. Go ahead.
Can I go ahead?
Go ahead. We can all listen to you loud and clear, sir.
Hello, okay. India is having 3 tier system as per Dr. Balwant Mehta committee. Now the corruption has been started from the grassroots level, even in the villages and even in the little towns. The corruption has been started.
Yeah.
Because road transportation is under the criteria of water department work, public department work.
Yeah.
So the question is that if the grassroots level is going to be corrupted, now what about the higher level?
Yeah. I'm with you.
Potholes are not for the pressure of only mega cities. They are even in villages. And even village sarpanch and all the fellows, those who are conducting the matter.
Well, Dr. Atul, we are going to take a lot of callers on this program, and you know, before that, I have a caller who has a personal tragedy to share. And while we listen to our next caller, I just want to say one thing, that the politicians in this country who want to run the next election on the basis of minority-majority debates, who want to divide our country, must understand at some point the people of this country will rise up against them and ask them these questions about governance. And our next caller, who has a personal tragedy to share, I am told, is Amit from Delhi. Amit, hi. Good evening.
Hi, Arnab.
Yeah, what do you want to say?
You see, Arnab, I lost a friend whom I had known for 22 years. Though he was 7-8 younger to me, he was a filmmaker. Now, this is not just confined to potholes. In Delhi, our Chief Minister says, pray to God to stop rain. 3 hours of rain and roads are flooded. Roads in Delhi are owned by PWD, so the Congress. But the MCD, the municipal corporations, are BJP. This person died because of electrocution, because there is corruption everywhere. Now, they don't enforce building bylaws. He went to an upmarket shopping complex, taking his grandmother, his wife, and a 3-year-old son. And he parks his car, he opens his door, he actually goes to the bank, comes back. He opens the door of his car to help his grandmother come in. His car door touches the gate of this building, which electricity from air conditioners, which is on encroached land,
He was electrocuted,
is leaking.
My God.
And he dies. He is taken to the hospital. This happened less than 2 kilometers from where All India Institute of Medical Sciences, a premier institute. Across all India, Safdarjung. He is taken to Safdarjung. Doctors do not attend to him. They don't attend to him. They say it's raining. They refuse to come out. Then once the emergency, the doctors come out and they say, we can't treat him here. You take him to the burns department. So he's taken to the burns department. Again, he is not attended to. He dies in the ambulance. Then when he's attended, he is declared brought dead. Now in that family, look at the tragedy. He lost his father early in his childhood. He was brought up by his maternal grandmother. Now he leaves behind his wife and a 3-year-old son. His mother had to do the funeral rites because there's no man left in the family. I mean, I just can't understand the amount of corruption that we have in the country. There are diesel power generators that are on encroached land in parts of Delhi. They produce huge amount of electricity, unregulated electricity. I personally, 3-4 months ago, went to the Deputy Commissioner's office, told his office that this is happening. No action is taken. We live in a highly corrupt country. There is this Neta, Babu, businessman or Banyan nexus. Unless we get rid of it, we don't have a solution. We'll keep losing lives like my friend did.
Well, you know, Amit,
True, absolutely.
Amit, you know, I understand every sentiment of yours and I share your anger. I want to also share a statistic with you. That there was a report that this Municipal Corporation of Delhi acquired a mobile pothole repairing machine. I don't know if you know about that. Which could mend roads inside an hour at the cost of 1.1 crore rupees. And there was a report which 2 years later, most of the people in that MCD could not even remember having acquired such a device. And the reason we are picking this up is, you know, Amit, why we are picking this up is that the kind of incident that your friend went through does not happen. And the reason we are putting pictures of potholes on this channel repeatedly is because we feel very, very strongly that at every single step where a citizen of India has to deal with the civic administration, he faces callousness, apathy, and I give a damn attitude. I tell you, Amit, I cannot share the extent of your grief. I cannot even express it, but your story really shocks me. I thank you for your call. Kiran Majumdar-Shaw, let me go back to you. And you know, the situation is the same everywhere, Ms. Majumdar. But why have people put up with it for so long? And why are people talking about it only now? Is it because people are dying or it's being reported or talked about?
Well, I think people have been very apathetic, Arnab. And I think basically it is about lack of governance. It is about a municipal system that has not been challenged or questioned. And finally, it is about people demanding better roads and better service from the government agencies. And I think we as a community in Bangalore have decided that enough is enough. We need to now do something. And I can tell you that we have come together. We have actually worked with the government. I am very, very optimistic that in the next 1 year, at least Bangalore should get better roads. And we've got the government to commit over 200 crores to building these new quality roads.
Well, you know,
I think it will happen.
Well, I hope so. I hope so, because I hope so. And I'd like to share your hope, and I don't want to destroy your faith. But Kiran Majumdar-Shaw, let me tell you, in Mumbai, they spent 253 crores in the last few years. That money went nowhere, only for repairing potholes.
Yeah, but if you don't build the right kind of roads, it's a waste of 250 crores.
Well, I think politicians are experts at wasting people's money, aren't they? Politicians are experts at wasting people's money.
There was a person on the program who said that you need to build roads that last.
Well, you know,
our country,
you also need to make sure that roads are not dug up immediately after they are laid.
No, it's getting into technicalities is not the job of a common man. We call our country one of the most powerful countries, and we don't have we don't have power to give you basic roads. We cannot have proper roads, and we call ourselves the biggest powerful country. And the system
I'll tell you, we can build terrific roads, and we tell you that.
No, but it's not
we can. You know, the Border Roads Organization, the Border Roads Organization in the Indian Army, and the Border Roads Task Force builds terrific roads, and you can go down any border state and you find the roads that they have and the roads they maintain.
They should be given the contract.
No, you know where
they should be asked to make the roads.
You know where you have the worst roads. You have the worst roads in our metros because the politicians control the funds. The politicians give blacklisted firms contracts. The politicians distribute. Yeah, and
it's happening year by year.
Absolutely.
It's happening every year.
And you know what happens when you ask the politicians questions? Then what they do is they do a convenient blame game. Because after the recent showers in Delhi, for example, Priyanka, let me go to you. One got to see that routine blame. First of all, we had that ridiculous comment of Sheila Dikshit. I don't know what she means. What did she say? Something about let us
pray to God that rains don't happen.
Pray to God that it does not rain anymore.
Intervention or not?
No, 1 second.
Okay,
1 second. 1 second.
I'd like to bring your attention back to. I'd like to bring your attention back.
No, Priyanka.
Back to Mumbai city. Now,
no, I want to talk about Delhi. One second. Let's talk about Delhi. No, you only want to talk about what's convenient to you.
I can talk about
Mumbai when the capital is Delhi.
No, it's not about convenience.
Why not?
Every year on year, we've been facing this challenge.
Yeah.
But you are ruling the government. You are ruling the state, Priyanka. You are the ruler.
No, but you are the. It's your person of BJP Shiv Sena. You first got to clear that to me.
What?
I'm asking you a question.
Come on.
No, you don't give my identification. No, you don't give my identification. No, you don't give. You don't, Priyanka. You don't. No, you don't give my identification. You don't give my identification. Your government is ruling here when you are so quick in putting your boards. Notices on the streets. On the streets. Why there is no quickness? Why there is no quickness in making the roads?
BMC is failing to do this to
why there is no quickness in making the roads? I as a common man want my roads to be perfect. I as a common man want a road to be without potholes.
You know what?
Let the state government intervene.
Oh, there's the passing the buck. That's classic passing the buck. I wanted that to happen. 1 second. This is what Priyanka people are sick and tired about. I'm sorry to have to tell you this in as straight a language as that, because when the people of Delhi were suffering, you know what they saw? They saw the state PWD and the BJP-led municipal corporations indulging in a petty, ridiculous and shameful fight. Right? PWD blamed MCD, MCD blamed PWD, and the people suffered, and the Chief Minister says...
I am a sufferer as well.
Well, no, please understand.
Arnab, can I state the facts about Delhi? Can I just come on Delhi?
I totally understand, Arnab.
Arnab, just a second.
Well, I don't know. You know, these facts are not good anyway.
On Delhi.
No, why don't you talk about Bangalore? I find it interesting. Priyanka wants to talk about Bombay.
I'll talk about Delhi because Delhi has been on the core of issues right now.
No, I want to talk about Bangalore.
No, Bangalore also, if you notice, the state government has intervened.
And Mumbai also.
Even the state government has to intervene.
One second. On the 20th of July, Sambit Batra, a bus driver was so caught up in trying to skirt a pothole that he did not see a woman trying to cross the road. In the process, the 60-year-old came under the wheels of the bus. She was crushed to death. You run the municipal corporation. What responsibility do you take for that death?
You're absolutely right. Condolences to the family of all.
Condolences to the family? Come on.
No.
Who takes responsibility? I don't want your condolences.
No, Arnab, sitting over here as a politician, I cannot shun off my responsibility. Even any party is responsible for it. As a young politician of this country, I should say, well, yes, let's together change the face of this nation for the tomorrow at least. But I have to make some...
How many years? Potholes.
Congress has been ruling for potholes. Congress has been ruling for 60 long years.
Let us talk about potholes.
I pointed out at the beginning. Pot bellies of Congress are the ones which is
no. You know what we are seeing here tonight?
But let me...
You know what we are seeing? One second. We have three political parties.
We are not talking about terrorism. We are talking about potholes, boss. Let us talk about potholes.
But potholes
let us talk about potholes.
On the roads. I believe they are terrorism on the roads.
No. You are unnecessarily diverting the issue. You are unnecessarily diverting the issue, boss. I as a common man, I have a right to proper roads. I have a right to proper roads, boss.
Yes.
I'm paying my road tax. I'm paying my road tax. So I, as a common man, I as a citizen.
Please, Mr.
How
Pandit,
many
let me
you
answer.
need?
Let
You
me
need.
answer, Mr. Pandit. I'll
Boss, one
answer
sec,
you.
one sec. 60 years, more than 60 years, we have got independence, and we have not learned how to make roads. We have not learned how to put, rectify the potholes. It's a shame on our political system. Whoever political party is.
You know, they've given the contract.
It's a shame.
I say here tonight, let us expose all the pothole politicians and the pothole contractors. Because there are specific contractors who are... No, we want to expose the pothole contractors. Then we want to find out who are their pothole politicians who are patronizing the pothole contractors. Because the BMC set aside in Bombay, can you imagine? 100 crores for road only pothole repair in each of the 3 divisions for pre-monsoon works. The island city, eastern and western suburb. That's 300 crore rupees. Additional 50 crore for extra pothole repair. And we spoke to the BMC commissioner. The BMC commissioner says, we're going to start some pothole repair because these potholes came up in the monsoons. Well, I don't know. Why do the potholes not repaired before the monsoon? This is ridiculous. This is like the CWG scam all over again. And I don't know why all of India's politicians and bureaucrats cannot discover how to repair potholes.
Absolutely.
I'm taking the next caller on the News Hour tonight. Rahul Narvekar, your finger goes up out there. One second. Arvind is calling in from Bangalore. Arvind, good evening. What would you like to say and to whom?
Good evening, Arnab and panel members. I'm from Bangalore. I can see more than a lakh potholes in Bangalore.
Yeah.
More than a lakh, not a 15,000 or something. It's too bad. I'm totally sad the way the travel is. Difficult to travel on bike. It's very, very difficult. It's dangerous.
Yeah, absolutely it is.
And I'm personally feeling that we are spending n number of crores for the road. I personally feel that we can create a new department called Infrastructure and Safety Road Department.
Yeah.
Maybe instead of electricity and department, we are talking about water department. We are talking about. I personally feel the way the money is spending, we can create a new department.
Absolutely. I have an SMS from someone who says the Indus Valley civilization roads were better built and maintained. I completely agree. This is the situation in our country. They should pick up a leaf from what happened 3,500 years back. Kiran Majumdar Shaw, what's surprising is that in your city, the Bruhat Bangalore Mahanagar Palika routinely cranks out the numbers of potholes in the city. And they keep bringing out these numbers. 33,000 potholes discovered, 40,000 potholes discovered, 15,000 potholes cured, 25,000 potholes still in business. I mean, this is now going from the sublime to the ridiculous. And I get a sense, Ms. Shaw, that somewhere politicians don't think these issues are of relevance. They just feel people of the country will live with it. They really think that these are not the issues.
People have come to... I agree with you, Arnab. I think people are absolutely fed up. I think, in Bangalore alone, these bad roads and potholes have caused amazing traffic jams. They are absolutely, creating a lot of other issues. The drains are in a bad state. I mean, the whole city is in a mess. I mean, that the traffic and the whole situation in Bangalore is so desperate that it's very difficult for people to actually traverse from one point to another with ease. So I think we are at a crisis point. I think the government has no option but to address these issues. And it all starts with making sure that the road is laid right. And it is about getting the contractors to take responsibility and hold them accountable for maintaining these roads.
Well, yeah, absolutely.
But we all know that these contractors have a mafia. We know that, all these roads are built to a substandard level, and it inevitably, of course, will create...
No, but the problem with the politicians is they're only interested in where there are big contracts and big money can be made. So, for example, in Delhi...
Yeah, but you almost wonder, Arnab, do these politicians live in the same city or do they live on a different planet?
I don't know.
I mean, don't they also need good roads?
Well, maybe they're expensive BMWs and Porsches have such good suspension that they
flying all
don't
the
need to
time.
feel,
They're never on the road.
they don't feel the hit of the potholes. No, one second. Here's
That's
a statistic.
That I don't buy.
Here's a statistic. A BJP now, united in giving Indians the greatest grief about potholes, all political parties. I am told that in Delhi, Sambit Patra, the MCD owns machines worth 100 crore rupees for desilting purposes and is planning to buy more. Why? When Delhi drowns every year, why? You could desilt an entire state with that money.
Arnav, I want to answer this.
Yeah.
I want to answer this specifically. First and foremost, when these instruments were bought, I do not know how many instruments were bought, but well, yes, when these instruments were bought, immediately after that, there was a trifurcation of MCD by none other than the Chief Minister of the state, Mr. Sheila Dikshit. And after the trifurcation, now it has taken almost a whole year and a half to know which MCD is going to have how many of these instruments, thanks to the Delhi
Now
government.
you're fighting. Why is it my concern? No. What you're saying is basically in simple English. What you're saying, Sambit Patra, is this. Allow me to complete. What you are saying is, I'm sorry, people of Delhi, you are suffering. We were busy fighting. We were fighting. I'm sorry, we were fighting.
Yes. No.
So is it my concern that you were fighting?
No, it's not that we were busy fighting. We
Of
were
course that's
busy
your concern.
taking the arrows launched at us by the Congress government. We were subdued by the Congress government. We were facing the struck motherly treatment by
please,
our
don't
own
do that
government.
nonsense.
Arnab, let me be factful over here. The biggest problem today is, in whichever state you see, both the governments belong to opposite poles, one of the Congress and one of the BJP. Then one which is the fatherly figure, the state run by the government, always lets
Sudhir
out
Telang
a
wants
stepmotherly treatment towards the corporation.
You can't.
And that's the reason as to
You can't play martyr tonight. The only martyr are the people of India. You can't play victim. The only victims are the people of India.
I am the people of India.
No, you are not. You are the ruling class of India. Sudhir Telang.
Because of potholes.
Sudhir
Well,
Telang.
Arnab, as a citizen of this country and as a taxpayer whose money should have gone to these proper roads, I have every reason to ask these people, I'm not interested in your fights, I'm not interested in your blame games, I want first class roads.
Right,
That's what I want.
Absolutely.
You know, in 2007, the Prime Minister had made a speech somewhere and he said that corruption in road construction projects has spread like cancer, and lack of quality assurance was causing the nation crores. That was in 2007. What has the Prime Minister done after 2007? What have the Chief Ministers of this country done after 2007? I want to ask a question. What have they been doing all these years?
Well, they don't even care for what the courts say.
Of bureaucrats, politicians, and contractors.
They don't
and I'm
care.
told, Arnab, that less than 30% of money goes into road construction and 70% money goes into this between the mafia. They spread this money between the mafia. That's why the roads are not coming up. I'm really surprised, and it's such a funny thing to know that they conduct.
Mahesh is calling in from Coimbatore. Rahul,
I'm told that
Rahul,
there are 7,000 potholes in Bombay.
You see, Rahul, you see what's happening is very interesting. I think there's a very interesting trend. The people of this country are saying to the politicians of this country, we will decide what issues are important. For us, issues that affect us are important. You want to make issues of minority, majority politics, try to divide the people on petty caste and religious issues. We will turn this back on you. We'll ask you why we are dying because of your corruption. I think that's very interesting. Our next caller from Coimbatore is Mahesh. Good evening, Mahesh.
Yeah, good evening. In fact, Arnab, one thing about this entire issue is, at least in this issue, our people are united, the politicians are united, and they don't have any difference of opinion. And you go and regularly ask them for any work, repairing work to be done, you get a pathetic answer from the authorities, and probably we pray to God that one day, every day, Prime Minister or President should come through our road so that the road can improve. And I'll tell you, Arnab, we fight for 2 days and then we immediately forget it because we have got 100 other issues to be discussed. So let us appreciate and applaud the politicians for maintaining their unity in potholes. Thank you.
Well, I think your sarcasm should hurt in the right place. One more caller before I go back to Rahul Narvekar. Yes, and our next caller is Priyanshu, and Priyanshu is calling from Ahmedabad. I thought the roads in Ahmedabad was something that Mr. Modi likes to claim a lot of credit in. What do you say,
Yeah,
Priyanshu?
Mr. Arnab. Yeah.
Yes, Priyanshu, go ahead.
Ahmedabad indeed had very good roads, but from the last election I have not been saying so. But a point that I would like to make is that from the last elections, things have changed in Gujarat also. But I would like to say that I'm not taking sides of any political party, but I see that there's a deep conspiracy going on throughout India. It's not just one political party, but all the political party. Any city in India that you go, the first thing that you notice is bad roads. I've been in Singapore. I've seen that it rains 300 days a year there, but the roads are absolutely world class. Whereas here, when it just rains for 100 days a year, and you cannot travel for say 5 kilometers in less than 1 hour. And I think there has been just one initiative that was taken by Atal Bihari Vajpayee back in 2004. But apart from that, we don't see any other road initiatives being taken.
Well, Priyanshu, thanks for your call.
Yeah.
Mr. Vajpayee took an initiative to link cities. We're talking about the roads in cities, and that's where the most corruption happens. That's where the real problem is. We are flooded with calls, and if I'm not able to take your call today, I am sorry to you. But I want to share with you, thank you for your support and for calling in and sharing your sentiment. I think all the viewer calls have immensely added to the nature of this debate. Now, Rahul Narvekar, you're not even scared of the courts. The High Court said of Mumbai, in Bombay High Court said in 2006, the judges were exasperated. And they said good roads are part of the fundamental right to life of a citizen under the Indian Constitution. They said we had expected good roads last year. The BMC must be held answerable. Is there no fear, no sense of accountability, no respect for the people or the courts of this country, Rahul? Have politicians become a law to themselves?
Well, Arnab, thank you for finally giving me an opportunity almost at the end of your show. But be that as it may. Well, Arnab, I really thought that we wouldn't politicize this debate and we would debate more on the reason and the solution. The reason and the solution both lie in one word, and that's accountability. Insofar as lack of accountability is concerned, I think that's the prime reason for there being the problem that we are facing today. And making accountable is not only the politicians, we need to make accountable the contractors and the bureaucrats. And bureaucrats, more importantly, in case of a corporation, because the corporation and the elected members per se have very little powers insofar as execution of work is concerned.
Really?
I am not here to make any excuses.
Politicians are powerless. Politicians are powerless. Wonderful argument. Politicians are powerless. Pass it to the bureaucrats. Sudhir Telang is contradicting you, Sudhir.
Insofar as the contractors are concerned,
Rahul, simply I'm asking. I know that you have a solution, but a simple question I want to ask you is that whatever you are going to pontificate now, what have you done in the last few years that you have been in power? That's a simple question. Have you done anything about it in the last 5 years? And what have you done about it?
I will tell you what we've done. I will tell you what we've done which was within our power. What was in our power was to sanction a budget for roads and road repairs, which was done by us well in advance, well in time.
Well,
Execution of the work is in the hands of the administration, that's the bureaucracy within the corporation. There has been an inordinate delay by the additional commissioner of the Mumbai Municipal Corporation in execution. Insofar as the technique is concerned, it was conveyed to him well in advance by the standing committee that the cold mix technique is the right technique which should be used. There is enough evidence to show that there was inordinate delay by the additional commissioner. Please let me complete. You will get your answer, let me complete.
We are trying to give a situation where, Rahul, I'm sorry, I'm only running short of time, that's why I'm coming in, but we are trying to give an impression, almost as if, sorting out the pothole problem is a great technical mystery. I think it's a joke. And the second thing is, I think we need to acknowledge at one level. 1 minute, please. 1 minute. You need to fear the anger of the people.
Can't you hold the bureaucrats responsible?
Yes. Kiran Majumdar Shaw, last word to you. Yeah.
I'm just saying, why can't Rahul hold the people who are supposed to execute responsible? I mean, are you trying to say politicians are so powerless that they can't even hold the bureaucrats responsible?
That's exactly what we have done.
But Rahul, it's happening every year.
Well, I think the debate continues. The debate continues in the meantime. Because I'm running.
Arnab, last one thing.
Arnab, potholes. Sudhir, potholes have become ATM centers for politicians. And that's why they're getting richer and richer every day after every year. It's an ATM center.
The contractors who are found guilty, not only should they be blacklisted.
Well, I'll tell you 1 second. For a very long time, Indian politicians felt that issues which concern the common man are not issues which they need to address. Well, today, as people are dying across the country in pothole accidents, I am asking this question to you tonight. Rahul Narvekar said talking about pothole deaths is being sensational. Do you believe that instead of taking that approach, politicians need to show a little greater accountability? That question, yes, Rahul, yes, you're contradicting me. Go ahead.
No. Yes, Arnab, I said that's not what I said. What I said was not discussing the reasoning and the cause for this problem is being sensational. I thought.
Well, you know what? If you have had enough opportunity and time to try and find a solution. You have run cities for decades. If you have not found a solution, then you need to ask yourself about whether you are competent at all, whether it's a question of competence or corruption. Either there is incompetence or there is corruption or there is both. I thank you all for participating in the News Hour debate tonight. And I want to ask the people across the country, who do you blame for the current situation of our roads? I'll see you again soon on the News Hour. Thanks for watching the News Hour with me tonight.